Hank here with my review of the RODE NT1 Signature Series. Inside the box, you get the microphone, a studio-grade shock mount and pop filter, a premium XLR cable, plus documentation and stickers. The price is an affordable $159 US. The NT1 Signature Series is an XLR-only cardioid polar pattern side address condenser microphone that requires 48 volts phantom power with a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz. The microphone has a sensitivity of minus 32 dB, an SPL of 142 dB, and an equivalent noise level of just 4 dB. Build-wise, the microphone sports an aluminum body with a high-grade finish, a 1-inch true condenser capsule, a very solid grill. The microphone itself weighs 11 ounces. However, the shock mount and pop filter adds another 1.5 pounds. The microphone is available in classic black or red, green, purple, pink, and blue. And it comes with an industry-leading 10-year warranty. It doesn't make sense to do a plosive test on a condenser microphone without a pop filter, but if you had the pop filter on, I will do that. And this is from approximately 6 inches away. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now I'll dip into about 3 inches away. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Here I am talking into the front of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. Now I'm approximately 6 inches away from the side of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. Now 1 foot away from the side of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. I'm roughly 2 feet away from the side of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. 6 inches away from the back of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. I'm 1 foot from the back of the microphone, and here's how it sounds. If I were an elite PC gamer and I was click-clacking away on the old keyboard, here's how it would sound. But if I were trying to be stealthy and Google search something while I was gaming, here's what it would sound like. Unfortunately, I don't have any high-end condenser microphones to compare this against. However, I do have the Shure SM7B, which is a $400 broadcast dynamic microphone. So this is the Signature Series RODE NT1, and here's how it sounds. Now I'm back, and I'm on the Shure SM7B, and here's how it sounds in comparison to the RODE NT1 Signature Series. How do you like this broadcast dynamic microphone in comparison to the studio condenser by RODE? Be sure to chime in the comments down below. Now I'm heading back to the RODE NT1 Signature Series. Back on the RODE NT1 Signature Series, and here's how it sounds in comparison to the Shure SM7B. Which one did you end up preferring? I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments. When it comes to pros, the first thing I have to point out is the price. At $159 US, this is an amazing proposition in my opinion. I'd be hard pressed to find a better value than getting this microphone for $159. Another pro obviously is the build quality. The microphone itself may not blow you away, but when you lift the shock mount and pop filter together, that has some serious heft to it, and it is well constructed. I also like how when I take it off my quick release, I can just set it on my desk. It just sets flat on the desk. Another pro would be all the accessories you get with it. You get the shock mount, you get the pop filter, you get an XLR cable that's not just a cheap, crummy little cable. You get an actual good XLR cable with it. Other companies make you piecemeal stuff together most of the time or charge you a lot extra for that. So just think if the microphone just came by itself and wasn't in this shock mount and didn't have the pop filter with it, just think of how much cheaper it would be even then. Another pro obviously has to be the low self noise. This is ridiculous. 4 dB, that's crazy. I think the closest I've come to that on a condenser would be my Neat King B2. Another major pro for this microphone is the sound quality. I put this in line. I've had it for quite a while, and I was using it on podcasts and other content creation, and I was blown away, and then the people I was podcasting with or creating content with were blown away as well. Nothing against the other microphones I use, but there's just something special about these RODE NT1 microphones. I remember having the old school version of the RODE NT1, and I loved it. I hated that when I sold it. I had instant regret, but hey, it all worked out in the end because you get the Signature Series, and it is really cool. And then the final pro that I have is it's easy to drive. Even on a crummy audio interface, it's very simplistic to drive this microphone. In fact, I found myself, when I switched to another condenser microphone I have, in particular that I'll bring up in a future video, that I had to crank the gain not just a little bit up, a lot. It was really eye-opening, and I wouldn't have expected that to be the case, but it was. Cons-wise, I'm being really nitpicky because there's not really much to dislike about this microphone. But I would say if there was one thing I wish were different, it would be the color choices. The black and the red are nice colors, and then the rest are pastels. They look like Easter eggs to me. I'm going through some weird phase in life where I like white microphones, and I wish this would have come in white. Knowing Rode, they'll release it in white in the spring or something next year, and I'll have to shell out more money to get what I wanted in the first place. It's how they usually do things. And then the only other con that I have, which really isn't a con, but it's something you're going to have to think about, is the sheer weight when you add the shock mount pop filter to the microphone. It boosts things up to roughly 2.2 pounds-ish, and some boom arms just will not be able to handle that. I can't convey enough how heavy duty the shock mount is. If you like the content you get here on Free Podcast Tools, please subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to my free monthly gear newsletter so you can get like a recap of all the stuff that has come out for the month, all the stuff that I know about that's coming in the coming month or so, and I try to just encapsulate that each month. Link in the description. I'm not done with the Signature Series NT1. I will be bringing it back in another video where I'm going to pit it against some of the similarly priced condenser microphones that I have on hand now, and you will not want to miss that comparison. This is a fantastic mic. As always, thank you.